Hi, my name is Callum Stannard, and I am the sculptor behind Artist's Mother. Um, when I sculpt, I'm often trying to capture an expression, just a fleeting moment in time, and I'm trying to get some of their personality across through the sculpture. And I think it's difficult. A sculpture is a stationary lump, it doesn't move, it's not really the person, but you're trying to sculpt a person that is a living thing. They move, they have expressions, they have thoughts and personality. And I think you're um, trying to just portray as much of it as you can, which is it's an impossible task. You can't do it, but but you try and do the best you can, which is what I've done with my mother. And I think I've got some aspects of my mum. So although you've never met my mum, hopefully some part of her personality will come through the sculpture, and you'll feel like you know her by looking at the sculpture. That is my hope. Anyway, I would like to take this as an opportunity to show you some of the many sculptures I've made of my mother over the years. She's an amazing model. She's great at sitting. She stays very still. This is what may be my first portrait ever, and I think you can tell that it is also of my mother. They look quite similar. It's just this is a bit clumsy in my sculpting. I was very proud of it at the time, but it's well over 10 years old, and I've progressed a little way since then. This is another portrait I made of my mum, which she absolutely hates. She says I made her look like a witch, and she might be right there. It is a bit witchy. Um, I think it's not a bad sculpture, and it was one of my first bronzes, so also a little bit rough around the edges. Uh, and this is a portrait of my father, which will eventually be displayed with the portrait of my mother, and finally finished off with a portrait of my sister. Uh, Here I've tried to get him in contemplative thought, I think I would describe that as. Uh, and yeah, that's a brief history of the sculptures of my mother. I do hope you go and check it out at the exhibition and all the other very talented artists there.